end of the month got busy. We got a car we were waiting for. This was one we pre-sold. We got a delivery deposit and ultimate B6. I'm sorry, B5. Whoops, they don't make B6 anymore for 24. So with this, it was a crazy day. We sold 3 on Saturday. This one just went through a post-delivery inspection. Now we're going to clean it. We're going to gas it up. We're going to make sure everything's all good. And we are delivering this one tomorrow morning. We had 3 people come in as well, 3 clients. This month wasn't that great earlier, but now it is actually becoming pretty exciting the last couple of days, where 3 showroom visits on Saturday sold all 3. 3 today. I had to give 1 up, so we're probably looking at 1.5 sales if everything goes well. And old Volvo in the background. We are going to gas this up right now, have this delivered tomorrow. Still my worst month ever, but there's the potential for this to be my 2nd worst month ever. If everything goes well tonight, we will have 5.5 cars and 1 purchased, and we will just be 0.5 away from tying for the worst month ever. So hopefully we sell 1 more, but technically 2 more working days left after this. Just want to make sure we are aligned with the gas tank. And it's so convenient to actually have a gas tank now. Other than most dealerships, you don't have this, and you have to drive the car to the gas station. That's a little inconvenient, obviously. So with this, these keys are still in their original box. And at this point, we just have to check the VIN now. Look at that. Ultimate perforated seating. Oh, yes. So now I just check the VIN, make sure everything's all good. Boom. All right, now we're just going to gas it up with everything. And now around 16-17 gallons usually goes in, depending on how much is left. Look at those sparkly rims. So in this case, this customer has been waiting for a month. There was a slight delay, but it arrived today. It has been cleaned for the most part. Now it's going to go through the actual cleaning, but the wrapping was taken off, and I'm very excited to deliver this. I always love the 2-tone steering wheel. Look at it, how beautiful that is. The light wooden trim with the beige, the blonde interior. They made the high traffic areas, so it used to be all blonde, the old models, but now thankfully it is dark, so it doesn't get as dirty. And of course the Ora 4 crystal shifter. We are done. Yep, everything's all good. It's always funny because now it says 600 miles of range, but not really. It's really a lot less, probably like 200 miles less. But with that, it's just because the vehicle is pretty much brand new. Let's see how many miles. 6 miles, usually 8 after the inspections and everything. Although I did have one time a vehicle with 47 or 48 miles straight from the port. It was delayed. They actually inspected it at the port. Look at that heads-up display. That's awesome. Now with these vehicles, usually there's no delays, but sometimes there are. In winter time, I don't know what's going on. You never know. Maybe a truck tipped over or ship sank at sea or whatever. I don't know. There's a whole lot of reasons why it could be. Maybe the factory had a strike. But, well, not really with Volvo. That's more domestic. But for the clients who purchased this past month, usually December, end of the year, is a great time to buy, and it is. But this past month, we are going deep as well, because it's been one of the worst months ever for not just me, but everybody else at the store. And not just our store, but a whole bunch of other stores. It was super cold. It was in the negative, -10, -15. Usually January's slow because, you know, most people buy end of the year, December, their budgets and whatnot. They get their Christmas bonus, and now they're thinking, oh no, it's a new year. My kids have to go back to school after winter break. I don't have time. The first 2 weeks, there's a lot going on, and then it gets really cold. And then also the recession fears and whatnot. So they weren't buying, but now it's the end of the month again. And it's always this pressure. People suddenly want to come in, and it's super, super duper exciting. We usually don't deliver as much as we have over the past year, and I'm excited. I always enjoy deliveries because it's something that is convenient for the client. It's a benefit of our dealership. Not all dealerships will deliver, and if they do deliver, it's not always going to be long distance deliveries. On Saturday, I went to Indiana. Honestly, just the driving portion itself was over 4 hours, so that's nothing. The longest driving session I've had was 8 hours. And I would go longer if need be, you know, depends on the situation. But some dealerships, like my old one, would deliver, but they probably wouldn't have let a super long delivery. And I know there's some dealerships that have a strict no out-of-state policy, and that is what it is. But it's a benefit for the client. And if I was a very busy client, I would enjoy the delivery option as well. You know, it's a convenience. We also have pickup drop-off services if you're within 25 miles. With Volvo as well, if you're within 25 miles of a dealership, this is independent of the dealerships. If you have a flat tire or whatever, you need roadside assistance, it's free towing if you're within 25 miles to the local Volvo dealership. So unless you're out in the middle of nowhere, usually big cities, you are fine. When they're brand new, they also have, of course, the floor mats. You have summers, winters, all weather. You do have the front plate bracket for certain states like ours, where you have to install it, but not everybody wants it installed. You have the guidebooks, you have your first aid kit, your 12 volt. So very exciting. Now we're at our car wash and we're gonna get it washed. Oh yes, looking fantastic. Let's go.